This is my inclusion mind map and the experience that have shaped my beliefs and practices around inclusion as an educator. I'll begin with my Tamil culture roots and families. Growing up in a Tamil household, I learned the importance of community rituals and respect diversity. At the same time, I witnessed how rigid traditions sometimes exclude women or those who challenge norms. Those differences taught me that inclusion is about honoring culture's identity while also questioning practices that silence voices. Cultures can be nurtured, belong, and restricted it. Religious celebrations like Diwali and Pongal also shaped me. These festivals showed me how joyful it can be when cultural identity is celebrated and affirmed, but I also saw students, peers at schools were hesitating to share their own traditions. This denies motivates me to create a classroom space where every student feels their identity is valued. Celebrating diversity helps take part in idea in the only that only the dominant culture belongs. My personal life also plays a role. My marriage ended up in divorce were a painful but transformative journey. I have experienced traumatic and socialized pressure to fix the marriage rather than prioritizing my safety and dignity. This taught me the importance of safe space, resilience, and empathy. Also, a young divorced woman with a stable cultural community, I became actually aware of how inclusion operates. Today, I will bring awareness into a classroom, especially for students navigating trauma or complex family situations. In my profession journey, inclusive education workshop and courses has been key. At first, I identify inclusion only with special education, but through professional development, I came to see it's multi-layered. It's about disability, accessibility, cultural, language, identity, and justice. This experience takes part defense shortage and gave me practical tools to shift power towards students' voice and agents. My early teaching experience also influenced me during practicum. I observed how some teachers unconsciously held lower expectations for language English language learners or students with disability. This creates unfair opportunities since pushed me into adopt high expectations for all students while providing different supports. It reinforced my awareness that power dynamics in the classroom must be always examined. Equally powerful and been my students' encounters. When students share their struggles, whether language barriers, bullying, or family challenges, they remind me that every student carries layered identity. Their story shows me that inclusion is not just about policy or curriculum, but also relationship. Listening to them keeps me grounded in empathy and advocate. Speaking about policies, and I recognize the role of equality and anti-discrimination laws in shaping inclusive policy. Yes, reminds us that inclusion is not an optional; it is both legal and ethical responsibility. Yet, I have noticed a gap between yes, what's written on paper and what practices in the classroom. That ten, tensions encourages me the reflection critically and used my role as educator to bring these values to life. Finally, I want to highlight my intentional identity as a Tamil Hindu woman and future teacher. For me, inclusion is basically about sharing power, just all students feel seen, heard, and empowered to thrive.